the defendant to address the court.
I do find it somewhat ironic that it's said that Tracy Hunter knows nothing about the cards that were sent to you, yet she is the very person who made those allegations to you, to your face, in a court hearing some time ago.
External influences on judicial conduct. A judge shall not be swayed by public clamor or fear of criticism. B, a judge shall not permit family, social, political, financial, or other interests or relationships to influence the judge's conduct or judgment. And C, a judge shall not convey or permit others to convey the impression that any person or organization is in the position to influence the judge. Okay? I will never, ever, ever bow to that type of pressure, veiled threats, vicious comments, lies about me, or anything else. I've been a judge for 28 years, and for the first time that I do something because somebody has threatened me or pressured me to do something, it's the last time I do it. I'll never be a judge. I don't want to be a judge anymore. I will not violate my oath. We are now at the aspect of the execution of sentence. Again, they're not a hearing sentence, and I'm not even sure if it's necessary, but in the spirit of allowing everything to be done properly and making sure the due process of Ms. Hunter is taken care of.
I'm sorry that you had that happen at your home.
It's fine. It's fine.
Lessons I believe that I've learned in the practice of law, and one is that if you represent someone who is convicted, it is important that the person who's convicted show genuine remorse. And that's something that is traditionally taken into account by courts when they sentence. And frankly, Mr. Singleton is honest when he tells you that Tracy Hunter is unrepentant. She has no remorse for anything that has occurred here. And frankly, she continues to lash out. And
Tracy Hunter did not send those postcards.
And I would say that very few things have ever affected me in court. And when she started on that rant,
let me say this on execution of sentence. You know, we've asked for the time to file our motion to dismiss or to stay, which we would hope you would do. If you're not going to do that, then what we're asking you to do is not send her to jail and not put her on probation. I would ask you, Judge Dinkellocker, to rise above, and not to suggest that you're not rising above, but I know some folks have personally said things in those postcards that offended you. I would ask you to turn the other cheek on that. She's lost a lot. She lost her job as a judge, her law license, her ability to earn an income. She has an elderly mother who needs her. I would ask you to take that into consideration as you think about what is just here today. And so my request to you, Judge Dinkellocker, give us time to file our motion to dismiss. But in any event, please don't add to Tracy Hunter's burden, the burden that she's carried for these past 5 years.
I cannot describe what I felt, not only about the inappropriateness of it, the brazen disregard for respect and authority, but frankly, what I thought was malicious and vicious allegations to make against you. Also, that when Mr. Dieters wrote the letter asking you to at least order a mental health evaluation, and I endorsed it. I said, well, that's fine with me. It's somewhat ironic that the person who said that they did not want the mental health evaluation was Tracy Hunter herself. Now, anyone who has been in the system or around the system understands that when Mr. Dieters presumably is asking for a mental health evaluation, it arguably would be to see if there is some type of way for Tracy Hunter to avoid a jail sentence if there is a mental health issue. Yet she is the one who stands here before you today and says that she doesn't want that either. In other words, what she wants is to control the facts, What she wants to do is write the law.
Judge Nadeau ordered Ms. Hunter to come to the Justice Center on the 29th of December 2014 to begin the sentence. That was stayed by our First District Court of Appeals. And I think it is appropriate at this point to just, I've read it, just share for the record a couple things. On page 2, and I quote, early in these proceedings, Hunter's attorney stated, quote, regardless of whether this federal court ultimately agrees with Judge Hunter on the merits of her claims, this case presents an opportunity for the federal court to restore lost confidence in the justice system by giving Judge Hunter a fair opportunity to be heard in federal court, a venue that the community trusts. Mr. and Ms. Deputy can take her way.